And idolize the wrong things. And I know the world is changing all the time and new norms come up. But like when I think about the new norms in reaction to changes going on in the world, they're just off. Like the world is always going to be changing. Like inflation, cost of living, it's going to go up and it's going to change. And like we can't afford things nowadays that people our age, like 20 to 30 years ago, could, like a new house or a new car. And like that's the example, that's what I'm talking about. And like reactions to new norms and response to changes in the world. But like I that's practical. But other things, I just think they're the people, like society is just has the wrong priorities. And like the first one is life should be a party and should be enjoyed all the time. Like no, it shouldn't. Sometimes you're gonna struggle in life. You don't have to be having a good time all the time, or you are gonna be a freaking shallow, boring person with no kind of character and no kind of judgment. And like, if you're not some kind of party addict, you're kind of weird. Like, I noticed that a lot when I was in college. Notice it a lot too at work because I work with younger people, but like, that's just like, come on, man, get your priorities straight. You don't have to be partying. And then, like, to go on with that is like, if you're young, like 18 to 25, and you don't have it all together, you're a loser. But like, this is a point in time in life where you make the lowest amount of income because you're probably trying to break into your career field or find a career field. But people get the ick if you're not a big baller because you see all these people on Instagram and Facebook reels and they big balling, so you should be balling too, right? Oh no, you're not. Well, get away from me. You must be a loser or something. Like, I come on. Like, what's going on? Like I said, like life shouldn't be this fun, party time all the time and big balling all the time. Like, be an adult. And like I said, that's just some things that I've been seeing lately. And then like dating, for example, another point here, dating. Everyone wants to be a hoe and single these days. Like, marriage is looked down on these days, and I know because of like divorce court in men's cases, like even in women's case, like some women just don't want to get married. So it's like it's weird because it used to be like marriage was a big thing, and like now it's not. Like, people just want to have a rotation and they want to live life and enjoy themselves. Like, and this is further promoted in these echo chambers on social media. Like, I see it on there too. Like, people talk about like, oh yeah, I got this and that going on, and I've got this hoe and that hoe, and it's fun and it's nice, and like, and people like that. People like the idea of that. And then like for men's sake and case, like, you got a lot of women who are not good looking and like fives with inflated egos acting like they're nines and tens. So it makes the dating game harder for men because they get on social media and thirsty, kind of sorry dudes be really hyping them up, and so it gets them going. And now the dating field is even worse because you have even like not attractive women thinking that they're like a supermodel walking down a road. It's crazy. So I feel sorry for some of you guys out there dating, because some women out there think they just got it all going on when they really don't. The land be shaking when they walk. Anyway, alcohol. Alright, alcohol is so, like, I don't understand the alcohol trend. Like, why do you have to drink to have fun? Like, why do we prioritize alcohol? Why do people drink every weekend? Like, I know people from high school 8 years ago, and they still drink every weekend to this day. And how I know is they put it on social media, and then there are other people that I know, and they post it still, like, all over. All they do on the weekend is they're posting drinks or wearing skimpy clothes, shaking ass in the club, drinking. Like, what is the point if you're doing it every freaking weekend? Does it not get old? Like, I seriously have trouble understanding this, but like, alcohol is poison for your body. Like, you do not need it to have a good time, and you shouldn't drink it all the time. But it's so promoted on ads and like in music, like especially rap. All they talk about is drinking and smoking, and like, so people think, oh yeah, that's cool. That's the stuff, I gotta do that. And then like another point that just really kind of grinds my gears is like this idea of like family life being abolished. Like, having a family is not the norm anymore, like how it used to be maybe back in like the old days or whatever. Maybe I'm a boomer, but so 30%, I looked up some stats by the way. 30% of non-parents aged 18 to 34 say they straight up don't want kids because of a so-called rent crisis, economic problems, stress, politics, and other outside influences. So, side note, you're never truly ready for kids, so they just be saying stuff for a cop-out. But anyway, when people have a first child, they get, like, people get excited for you. And then after your second one, like, if you have a boy and then a girl, or a girl and a boy, they're like, oh, great, now you can be done. And then, like, if you have any more kids, people will say, like, I see this on posts on social media. They'll be like, you need to stop having kids. What's wrong with having more than 2 kids? And then, like, same for me and my wife. People be like, you need to stop. You need to slow down. You need to stop. You're going to be so busy. It's like, okay, well, to be a good father, you're going to be busy with your kids. Or if you want a family, it's your freaking life. So people shouldn't be telling you how to live your life. Like why is it weird to have a family now? I just don't understand it. Is it because of this dating norms and like this, clubbing constantly and wanting to be single? I don't know. And then people say stop having kids because it makes you struggle financially. Stop having kids because you don't have money. It's like, that's crazy. That's shallow. Like, what? You gotta be a crappy person to say something like that. And then, speaking of being crappy people, it's like entitlement with people's opinions and politics. What makes people think these days that because they disagree with you politically, that they immediately get aggressive and go to 100 and like get so vicious and vile with you, like to someone you might barely know? Like, that's unhinged. Like, dude, so dumb. Like, why? And then that type of behavior is accepted. Like, I don't understand why it's accepted to be an asshole. It doesn't make sense. And just because someone disagrees with you on something, like, dude, respect. Like, why can't people be respectful about it? Yeah, and another point that like society doesn't or that we prioritize now is like, no one wants to work. Like, everyone wants to work these easy jobs, easy remote jobs. I want to work 2 hours a week and have unlimited money, and like, just, it's not realistic. Like, I don't want to be a wage slave either, trust me. But like, no one values hard work anymore. Everyone wants the easy path. Like, it's just promoting like a weak society. No one wants to work hard anymore. And it's just like, why not? Why is hard work so bad? Like, I don't know. I'm going on a tangent here, but society's changing, but it's apparent that we don't value some things anymore, like hard work, family, marriage, being kind, and not being entitled. Like, why? And you're different for valuing these things that I just said. Like, it just plain and simple, you're just different. And you need to drink alcohol all the time. You gotta be some freaking party fiend. Like, why? I don't know. That's just my opinion as a dad, 26 years old, almost 3 kids, but whatever. I hope that society shifts and changes. Show me some love below. I'll see you guys next time.